Hey guys, this is Mark with Rock Kickboxing and Fitness. I'm here with Kurt. I wanted to bring him in so he can just share his story with you guys. It's just a really important story, a powerful story that I think has a lot of purpose and being shared with everybody. So I want to take this moment just to let him introduce himself and then talk about, kind of his journey and his path through fitness, nutrition, and all that. So Kurt, thanks for coming in. If you just want to...
Appreciate it. My name's Curtis. I own and operate a small service provider computer company. I got wife and kids, lots of hobbies.
Yep.
Very, very busy individual.
Yep.
But still important to make time for what's important to you. And for me, my journey started with my health.
Yeah.
So I had to make my health what's important to me.
Yeah, and oftentimes people get bogged down with things like a tough job, family, kids, wife, all that stuff. It takes a lot of time, but you had some things that stood out that you needed to address and fix, and now you've been able to balance all of that. And if you want, just go ahead and tell people about what got you started in all this.
Oh, basically what got me started was a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what originally let me know that I had some issues.
Okay.
They immediately started me on with a lot of medication, which I gained 30 pounds as soon as they put me on that medication. So of course I gained 30 pounds, my blood sugars got worse, they added more medication, I gained more weight, got worse, more medication. So one of those type cycles. And I remember one of my doctor prescribed a certain medication that was really new, and I went to fill it, and my pharmacist was like, we're not even sure if it's going to be covered. And I said, you know what, don't even worry about it, I'm not going to fill it.
Yeah.
And I said, she looked at me, she's like, really? And I said, yeah. I said, what do you think would happen if I lost 50 pounds? I said, let's go ahead and try that. I said, so just give me my normal meds, and that's what I did. After that, I left and I started looking for, the right place for me, the right gym, the right exercise regimen, what was going to work for my lifestyle.
And so that was like a moment where you decided to start taking things into your own hands and figure out what are things that you can do on your own that can change what's been diagnosed and what you've been given, which is type 2 diabetes.
Absolutely. That was the really short version. It had been a while on that path of, trying this, trying that, diet and exercise, or not actually diet, not exercise, but it was like, we got to watch what you eat.
Yeah.
We cleaned out our pantry. Everything was healthier than I'd ever been eating. Mm-hmm. Still gained weight. Right. Still had bad blood sugars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a long journey for a lot of people. And that's one thing that I wanted to definitely highlight is that through the journey there's going to be failures, there's going to be trials and tribulations, but it's all about continuing to learn from those things and improve upon those things. What was the first thing you started to do once you made that decision to try to lose some weight?
I think the first thing was, trying to find a place. I knew I had to move my body. Basically I was leading a sedentary. I'm a computer guy, so computer guy, sedentary life. Sitting at my desk, doing that type stuff, and just really I was overweight, so I didn't really do much. I wanted to, but it's like it was always I just couldn't do it. So I knew I needed to start moving my body, so I started to look for a gym.
Okay.
And a couple of recommendations on, hey, my buddy goes to this gym, you should go with him. So I tried it out. It was a real early in the morning boot camp. And it was good. I liked it. It was very, very difficult. The mornings, those early mornings didn't work for me.
Yeah.
They were tough.
Yeah.
To be warming up on the treadmill at 5:15.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. I know there's definitely people out there that can do it, and more power to them. But it's a tough thing, and the harder you make it for yourself to do the thing that you need to do, it just makes everything much more difficult. But and that's where it comes into who is this who's this for? Some people love waking up early, getting their day started. They can do that. They get to bed early, but not everybody can. So.
Right.
So yeah, so you tried working out, and did you do anything else when training there and working out?
Yeah, they actually spoke with a nutritionist, nutritionist there, and they put me on like a sort of like a diet plan. It was actually kind of I tried it, you know, I guess it wasn't the right diet plan for me.
Okay.
It was
What
very.
did you notice?
Well, I noticed. Well, I didn't lose any weight.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically that was there was no real results from
Okay.
it. It was really high calorie, low carb. I think it was more based for like a weight trainer or somebody, because it was like a 3,000 calorie diet.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just I didn't really have any results with it. So it just didn't work for me.
Okay, and then so things kind of weren't working out there, and then you didn't give up and quit and just stop and say this isn't it. What did you do from there?
Well, failure was not an option. So, you know, basically I just had to keep searching. It took a little bit. I learned well from each little thing that I do. So I pick and choose what was going to work for me. So I knew the exercise was correct. Timing was not so much. I stopped going to that particular gym, and again, I try to go off of recommendations. So a group of my friends were doing another type of exercise where it was more cardio based rather than like a heavy lift or any lift really.
Okay.
But it was fun. You know, it was a group setting. Everyone had a good time, loud music, you know, good movements and stuff like that. So I knew again I had to do something. So I tried that out, and it was a great cardio workout, and we enjoyed it. You know, the group setting was good. Unfortunately, that guy ended up he moved, so that gym sort of closed.
Yeah, so you found the place you like that you can actually, you know, consider going to, but unfortunately, you know, gyms close down or people move away, and that's just sometimes what happens. You know, again, like, you didn't stop there. You didn't just, you know,
Yep.
done working out. You had to just
Here's
search some more.
another hurdle we got to get through. So we're going to keep looking, because
Yeah.
I've already started at the other gym, and I started this, and I was, you know, and again, I'm still type 2 diabetic, so the problems are all still there. I'm still way overweight. So what next?
Yeah.
So I went to one of those, I guess you'd call it like a box store gyms.
Okay.
You know, one of those really corporate style.
Okay.
And that one, you know, just really didn't feel right. I got in, and everything was just so, here, grab the treadmill, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and everything just sort of started, and it was like, okay, I'll start doing this. And, you know, they got onto this other area where I was lifting something, and, you know, I was with a friend of mine. He was like, you know, he goes, I don't think we're doing these right. And I said, we're not. And he goes, well, what do we got to do? I said, I don't know that. I just know we're not doing them right. You know, so I knew that place wasn't for me either. So
So it was more like a high intense circuit.
it was a high intense circuit. You know, one person, a lot of people, no real time for, you know, education.
Right.
You know, it was just have a nice day. Okay, stretch. Okay,
Yeah.
good. You know, that type of stuff. And then let's get out because the new class is coming in, type thing. So, you know, it works for some people.
Yeah.
Not for me. Just wasn't my
Wasn't what you're looking
wasn't
for.
my jam.
Yeah.
So again, with that buddy in mind, we started looking around. We started looking around for, you know, a mixture of the thing. You know, again, just another hurdle. We gotta find it. And I went one direction, he went the other, and he called me up and he said, hey, I just spoke with these people at this kickboxing gym. And I said, where's that? He goes, a place called Raw. I'm like, all right, you should come in and talk. I said, all right, well, here we are.